Welcome to Neidner's Talk Radio, and everybody knows that song. My goodness, how could you not know that song with the theme song for The Virginian with James Drury, who is the star of that show, who is our star on our show today. And we're so excited to have James Drury with us. James, are you on the line with us?
I certainly am. I'm right here, and I'm real glad to have a chance to talk with you again and get on your show again.
Well, we're going to have some fun, James, and this show is all for you. There's a Super Bowl going on, but there's a better Super Bowl going on right now, right here, because we're going to hear all about your history. We've got a whole lot of people that just want to talk to you, and we're going to kick off the show here real quick and start bringing them on the line. And we've got a whole lot of emails where folks have sent us emails that want to talk to you too, James. So it's our honor and our pleasure to have you back, and we look forward to having you back again. So
okay, well, thanks very much.
All right, here we go. I'm going to bring in one of your favorite fans. His name is Gary Crosley, all the way from UK. Gary, say hi to James Drury, the Virginian.
Hi, James. You okay?
I'm fine, Gary. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Where do they say
I'm ringing in from Sheffield, England.
Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you been to England?
The home of the great steel makers, the great
yes.
Sheffield Steel.
And of course, where football was invented.
Oh,
the
yes.
oldest team in the world comes from Sheffield.
Oh, is that so? I didn't know that.
Yes. Yeah, it's a team called Sheffield FC. They're the oldest football club in the world.
Oh, how about that?
Soccer team, should I say.
Now, that English football?
Yes, English football, soccer.
Uh-huh. Well, it's all moving the ball down the field one way or the other, I guess.
It's the only thing is it's a round ball, of course, whereas yours is an oval ball.
Oh, of course.
It's a different game, but it's still worldwide very popular, isn't it?
Well, it certainly is.
I've got 3 questions I'd like to ask you, if that's okay.
Yes, sir.
The first one is, did you have any regrets, or what series or film in particular did you ever regret that you perhaps turned down a role in?
Oh, well, one comes to mind right off the bat. I was a brand new contract player at MGM in 1954, and I was 20 years old, and the studio undertook to make a property called Raintree County, which you may remember with Montgomery Clift and Elizabeth Taylor. And I wanted the Montgomery Clift role very, very much. And I told everybody about it, that I wanted to play it. I had read the book, and I thought it was a wonderful role, and I wanted to play it. Well, obviously, nobody listened to me. And Montgomery Clift played the role, and magnificently, I might add, and did a great job. But I always regretted that I didn't get a chance at that, because I liked the property. A property gave me goosebumps when I read it, and I wanted to have a chance to participate in putting it on film. But that was not to be, and I have no real regrets about it. I was very disappointed at the time that I couldn't make any headway, but that's the way life is, you know.
I've got 2 other questions I'd like to ask you, please, if I can, James. The second one is, what is your favourite?
One that stands out is a show called Felicity Spring. It was a love story about a young lady who was played by the fine actress Catherine Crawford, in which we fell in love, and then because of the nature of the show, she had to develop a serious and fatal illness in the last few minutes, and passed away on me before I could even marry her. We actually were married in a rehearsal the night before, and then she passed away the morning of the wedding day. So I didn't ever really complete the marriage, but it was a wonderfully written script, and it just turned out to have a lot of magic to it. And I think people all over the world have remarked on what a great show that was, and I'm very proud of it.
Right. I've got one final Virginian question to ask, but I'd just like to ask one other thing connected to it. Are you planning on doing any conventions or any trips over to England at all in the next couple of years?
Well, I don't have any plans to come to England, but I have been to England before, and
Yes.
many times, and I would love to come back at any time. I don't fly anymore in the United States. I quit flying in '98 because of all the hassle at the
Right.
security gates and all that. But
Yeah.
if I get a chance to go to England, I'll go down to the airport and get on an airplane. So
Right. Okay.
that's how much I'd like to come to England. We had a
I
chance
hope
to
you
go
do,
to
Jim.
Ireland. We went
I
to
must
Ireland
admit,
last
I know
summer.
you were in. I know you was in Ireland. Obviously, it's a long way from where I live in England. They're quite expensive, but it'd be
Oh, of
great if I
course.
could ever meet you one day. I've got one last question, which has always made me wonder. Could you tell me who your favourite actor and actress was to work with from The Virginian, please?
Oh, I enjoyed working with all of them, but I suppose working with Charles Pickford was probably my favorite experience. Although I had wonderful experiences with everyone we worked with, but of course Charles Pickford took over and actually was on the show about 3 years, and then he passed away. He finished the show on a Friday night and passed away on a Sunday. So he was a wonderful man, and I learned things from him that I use every day in my regular course of going through life, and also use every time I get a chance to do any acting. So I learned probably more from Charles than from anyone that was there. But,
What's an actress?
An actress, I think of it's just impossible to answer that question. First of all, a lot of those ladies are still alive, and I don't want any of them coming after me. And so I'll have to pass on that question.
Tell us about your new DVDs that are coming out too.
I'm very excited about it. We're going to, and I didn't get a chance to mention this the last time I was on the air, Jim, but we are going down to, or up, I should say, from here, north to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and I will be arriving there about the 22nd, and our engagement will be the 25th, 26th, and 27th, and 28th, and those 4 days. And we will be, for the first time, having a chance to sell our DVDs to the public. We'll have the first 2 seasons, which will come in 4 different packages. There'll be 15 of the, there were 30 episodes in the first season. So we'll have 15 in one package, 15 in another, and then the same for the second season. And it will give us a total of 60 shows for those first 2 years. And we will we'll have those available for sale for the first time down there. And I'm just thrilled beyond belief that someone has finally been able to convince Universal to license these things for showing on DVD. An outfit called, again, out of Eugene, Oregon, a Timeless Media from Eugene, Oregon, has issued these DVDs, and I have not seen them yet, but the packaging that they did on Wagon Train and Laramie and Laredo was just outstanding. Great photography and a great presentation piece, and I can't wait to get my hands on them. And we're having a Virginian reunion in Pigeon Forge. We'll have 4 members of the cast there. We'll have Roberta Shore and Gary Clark and Randy Boone and myself. And it's hard after all these years to even find any of us who are still active, but we do have 4 people together, and we're all looking forward to being there and getting to meet the people and sell our DVDs and our pictures, and we look forward to the first reaction from that. I'm sure it's going to be outstanding. I'm very optimistic about it. And my main biggest reason that I'm so thrilled about it is that the message, the morality of the Virginian or of any Western is basically a morality play, and it shows the triumph of good over evil. And we are going to be able to show that in spades to the people in the United States and Canada and around North America